Oh my goodness. Hi everybody. How are you all? This is Monique's Jewels. Welcome to my channel. Sorry you caught me off guard there. I didn't know I had already pushed the button. I'm glad it wasn't something that was inappropriate. That wouldn't have been good. But anyway, we're good to go. I have the rest of the sterling that I was going to do for you tonight. I still have a few pieces left. And then I have all this stone, beautiful stone jewelry that we'll do tomorrow. And then we'll do some costume. And then Thursday night, we might just take a reprieve and just rest. I can watch you guys' videos and watch maybe a couple movies with the baby and my daughter. And then Friday, we'll have the giveaway and maybe a surprise video of something surprising. Anyway. Okay, so let's get going. First of all, I have a set here that's quite a bit older. I'll show you the first earring. It is gorgeous. It's got the little Z design. This is definitely marked on the back NS, and I do believe that cartouche, I think it says sterling, but it's just faded with time. I'll put these right here. Hold on here just a second. There we go. And this is just a precious set. Most likely Native American is what I'm thinking. And this is the pendant, and it's just too sweet. Look at that. So if this is real turquoise, it could be Sleeping Beauty. I'm not sure. This is a very bright blue. This is a little greener. This is a little bluer, but they're a perfect match. They came together, so I assume they were a pair. You know, a 3-piece set or 2-piece set, because that's a pair. So we'll go ahead and give a measurement here. These are approximately 1 inch. And then with the hook, you've got about 1.5 inches. The pendant, it is approximately 3/4. And the box chain on this is beautiful. I'll show you the clasp. It's an older one. It's a spring ring. This is 18 inches. These have not been cleaned or anything. They came pretty clean. You know, they weren't super tarnished or anything. So this is the spring ring with that little razor looking 925 Italy on those. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to put 40 on this. And don't forget, a thumbs up, everybody. We do have a sold list, and I'm going to go ahead and describe it to you. It's in the comments. It should be pinned at the top, which means it would be the first comment in every video. If not, I've edited it and forgot to pin it, but it's in there. So it would be in the comments probably, I think I'm backwards, so it'd be down here somewhere. Yeah, down there. So always check the sold list. I've got some really neat things in the description. It gives instructions about things. It gives you my email if you forget it. It shows you some things that I purchase on a, you know, weekly basis or monthly basis for my, either my channel or sometimes my nails, where I get my nails from, where what I use as far as glue, and other real cool things. So the description is always a nice thing to look into. And we purchase on this channel through email only. So if you comment in the comments that you want a piece, it's not going to do any good because you need to contact me. My email is moniquesjewels2@gmail.com. That is all lowercase letters. That is no hyphens, no apostrophes, nothing. just moniquesjewels2@gmail.com. And I need a timestamp and which video that you are looking for, looking at the item, where the item is at. If you do screenshots and you don't do timestamps and you don't, give me any more information, please, I'm having trouble with my email showing me more than 1 or 2 pictures, and it's happened to me twice this week. If you send me 4, 5, 6 pictures, screenshots of the video that shows your item, let me know that you want these 5 items in these 5 pictures. Because if not, and if I don't get the last 2, I won't know. That's why timestamps are so nice. Because if you give me timestamps, then I know exactly how many pieces you want and where they're at in the video. So that's enough of that. Our giveaway is this coming Friday. I thought I'd do it around 6 p.m. Central. And what we'll do is use a random comment picker. It's a little app from YouTube. And it shuffles all the comments, all the names of the people that made comments. And it'll pick one out for me. So we'll use that. And depending on how many comments we get, I might do 2 winners. It's 500 subscribers. That's fabulous. I got a little, email from YouTube. It's not the email I want. I want the email from 1,000 subscribers, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, let's see. We've done the turquoise. I have this little sweet. Now, this is sterling. It was very lightweight. It's just a dainty piece. You've got like 3 and 2 and 1 of the little bicone beads. And they're cold, so they're probably glass. They're a really pretty gold color. Almost like an ambery gold. And this is approximately right at 15 3/4, just a little bit under 16 inches. It's beautiful. It's lightweight. It is just stunning. It is really pretty. So I think I'll put 10 on this one, just because it's lighter. The chain is, small, tiny, and dainty. So we'll do 10 on that one. Okay, let's see. What should we do next? Okay, I still have this beautiful, beautiful woven. It's like a flex. I don't know if this is called flex cuff. It has movement to it. This is marked in the center, but it is so worn that I can't tell. So let me check it again. Sometimes it says 925. It has I swear it looks like scissors or something. Something LUK. Like Yoluck, Coluck, Holuck. I can't tell, but I do believe it sounds like it could be an American, Native American. I don't know. I'm not real sure, but it is spectacular. Look at that. Look, and the sterling, there is quite a bit. I can't remember how much it was. And this is so nice to put on. It's not like pinching. Look at that. That's what it looks like. It's just beautiful. And I've had it for sale twice. This will be the 2nd time. And it's supposed to be 3 times the charm, 3rd time's the charm. I'm almost to that point where I just want to keep it. But this beautiful piece, and I do a lot of research on these pieces. I try to find out who made them. I definitely go to eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, Mercari, just generally to Google and find a piece similar if I can't find the piece and price it accordingly. I don't use eBay pricing so much, but I do use eBay to find things. And then I'll go to Posh and Etsy and some of the other places to really get an idea of what it might be worth, what it's being sold for, and what would be a good price as far as being fair to my friends, you know. And I'm not here to scalp you or bilk the public or whatever. So this piece here is probably, I don't know, could be worth $100. I don't know who the maker is, so you can't go by the maker. But as far as the piece goes, it's a heavy piece, it's gorgeous, and I'm going to put 60 on it. So it's just, I don't know. And the fact that it's flexible to put on, but it's not bendable, it won't bend, I don't know. I just think it's spectacular. Yeah, I really like it. So now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm not going to do the other bracelet yet. I'm going to do this froggy. Like I said, he's been getting on my nerves. He's a big boy. Okay, he is solid. The markings on him are very, very light. There's an R, you know, just a regular capital R and 925 on his foot. I was hoping this would be marked with somebody's name, but he is a tree frog. They have that funny face. And he is almost 2 inches. He's huge. The chain I put on it is a match to the color of the silver that he is. It is a Singapore that is twisted. It is a vintage chain that is in just perfect condition. It is spectacular. It is 925 sterling. It is Italian, of course. It is, I think this one was 20, what was it, 28? To have this chain be this long is just amazing. So it's 20, yep, it's 28 inches. I don't find very many of those. Okay. The silver is a deep silver. It's kind of a deep silver like this. It's not a white silver. I know you guys are like, what is she talking about? But I'm going to weigh him just so you can see how heavy he is. And I might weigh this cuff too. This is what they call a cuff. And I saw some, excuse me, on the internet that were called flex cuffs because they will move like that without hurting the piece. Wait a minute. I've got it on ounces. Let's go to grams. Hold on here. There we go. This is 20 grams, okay, of 925 beautifulness. Okay, now we're going to weigh the froggy. And he is heavier. He is 21 grams. So he's probably 20 grams plus, let's see, 16. Yeah. This piece is also 20 grams. He's about 16 to 17, and this is about 3 grams. Okay. So this piece here is 50, the tree frog and the chain. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you this one because I want to weigh it. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. It is thick. This is 17. This is heavy. piece, 17 grams. This comes loose here. It goes on. It's a good size. And it just pops back. And whichever hand you're better with doing this is the hand I put it on. But all you have to do is pinch the piece forward. And really, it's not hard at all to get on. This is a bigger piece, but this thing is huge. Look at that. Solid sterling. It has no etching, nothing. It is just what it is. And this is actually marked. It's marked right here. Hold on, I'll read it to you. It is marked. I've got it upside down, of course. It says Mexico 925. And it says M. The letters are M-O-B. So this is definitely a marked piece. It's Mexican sterling, or from Mexico. And this is gorgeous. It is 17 grams. And this one is, let's see, that's the bottom. This is 48. This thing's huge. So we're gonna push it down. Since it's an oval, it kind of measures differently. And I'm gonna say this is 7 1/8. Let's see. I found it. Yes, I did. It was with the baby's phone. And my daughter had set it down. I hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend. Week. Monday. Monday is always kind of, starting a new week and bleh. If you had a good weekend, you don't want to go back to work. You've had too much fun. Or you've done so much work, you feel like you've been at work. So I've been there, done that. Had so much to do at home. Okay, this is probably what I'm thinking is about 7 1/4, which is what I said. But let's do it this way. Let's wrap it. Okay, the outside measurement on this is 8. So I'm going to say about a 7 1/2 to an 8 would be a good measurement for this one. So that's fabulous. And it is, like I said, it is bigger and it's oval. So it's going to sit this way. Okay, maybe give you more room that way. Let's put this over here. Let's see. How about some Larimar? You guys, when I saw these, my eyeballs about fell out of my head. Yeah, these are so cool. These have not been cleaned. These need to be wiped down. These are prong set. These are huge. These are huge. Huge, huge. Prong set. The light blue. Isn't that amazing? I haven't even wiped them. They feel so good. They're so super cold. And inside of the stone itself is the light blue, and it has, it's kind of I don't know what color that would be. It's kind of a yellowish, brownish white, kind of little marks, striations that go through it. I had to actually look it up to make sure that I was not like cuckoo. And I'll show you the back. Aren't those gorgeous? And there's the back of that one. So you can see the kind of the yellowish, goldish white there. And the markings on this, no, I don't remember. Hold on here. That's why these take so long. Poo. I don't see anything on that one. It's funny because some of these earrings, yeah, there's a mark right there. But wait a minute. When they're older and they get tarnished. Let me see if I can see it better on this one. Hold on. Is that the mark? This is fun. I am looking. Go on it. I can't tell what that is. Anyway. Okay, so what we're going to do so people will believe that it's really sterling, since there is no mark. And I think that's because they are super duper old. Okay. Sorry. I don't want to ruffle its feathers by doing this. Look at how white silver this is. Look at that. Usually if it's my jewelry or something like that, I'll just stop. Because I know it's sterling. But this is the other one that's kind of the bottom part. Okay. Didn't do any damage. Didn't hurt it any. Okay, let's do a little bit of the 18K. See if we turn blue. Don't do this at home. Use your gloves. Gloves. Okay, get the bubble out. There we go. And there we go. Okie dokie. Just let it sit. Sing a song like Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells, the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Woo! And there we go. We have blue. I don't want to tip it. Can you see it? I'll begin. Yep, it is blue. And I didn't dig real hard. Don't do that. Plus, I don't understand why people are still testing it on the piece. Why? Why are you doing that? You'll take a piece. Now, if it's not sterling and it's like a medallion or something and you drop a drop of acid on it, it's going to leave a big brown stain and the piece is ruined. But I see it all the time. Even on rings, where they'll drop the acid on the inside. I don't know. I don't understand why people do stuff like that. That some people don't care anything about jewelry, you know. They could care less. They just want gold or sterling, and the sterling goes straight to the heap and straight to the scrap and to the jeweler or whoever they have. That's going to, you know, melt it down for them or whatever. Okay. So we've got these honkers. These are huge. I've never seen anything this big. So these are approximately an inch. The cabochon is about, like I said, about an inch. I'll turn it upside down. There we go. It has the most lovely prong as far as the French hook here. It is heavy and nice. These you will not lose. I will actually put in some of those little silicone pieces that I have, and they go up there and they'll just expand and they'll hold them on your ears. They're fabulous. As a matter of fact, I'll put them in the description. If I can find them on Amazon, I'll copy their link and put them in the description tonight. So what I'm going to do with these are a specimen that probably is fabulous. So I'm going to put 65 on these. I'm sorry, you guys, but that's just how it goes. These are Larimar. These are really unbelievably cool. Okay, so I'm going to set these over here. There they go. I can't even keep it. They are heavier. And they're not heavy this way. This way they're not heavy. They're heavy like, they're top heavy. Because the cabochon is so big. Okay? So, we're going to do another one. And these don't have backs, so I'm going to put the little silicone ones. And you know, I never did get those earrings I ordered. The earring backs I ordered. Never got them. So I have to call, because there's no place on the app to where you can like just click. I didn't get the item. It's always all these other things. So I'm going to have to call them tomorrow and let them know. Okay, we have another pair of huge Larimar pieces. They are earrings also. And they are bezel set little, almost like a flat rounded stone, you know. I'll show it to you up close. Aren't those beautiful? I mean, they're gorgeous. I haven't had Larimar in a while, and all of a sudden I get these two huge pieces. I'm like, man. Here's the hat. Sterling on the back. I mean, on the back. The sterling is gorgeous. I haven't cleaned them, and I won't. Unless somebody wants me to. I don't remember what these say, if they say anything at all. I don't know. Sometimes the older ones, only one earring will be marked. I don't know why. Okay, let's see. Hold on, guys. This is a tiny bit bent. So what I do, I have a set of pliers here. I also have some really nice ones. They're jewelry. These are my everyday, and they're flat, and they're not serrated. You know what I mean? And so what you can do, without having little sawtooth marks from the other ones, you just do this. You just push it and make it straight. Hold on, I'll show you how much straighter it will be here when I get done. Okay, straight now. Okay, these are gorgeous. I mean, these are gorgeous. These are about 1/4 of an inch around. We're going to test these because they're not marked. And like I said, I would rather test them in front of you than not be able to sell them because people don't know me. You know, some of my new friends on this channel might not know me enough to know I would never. I don't need to do that. To sell something. Say something is something and it's not. Don't need to do that. Okay, that one's a little straighter. But yeah, these are just cute as a button. Sorry, the scratch bothers some people. The scratching does. It's hard to even get a hold of this. Oh my goodness. It's so silver, it's not even funny. Okay, I'll show you what I'm talking about. When you say this is like butter, look at the way the silver just, you don't see any red tones, no orangish coppery tones. it's just like it just lays on there like you're putting lotion on a baby. That was crazy. Why did I just say that? But it is. It's like, you know, as you rub that stone, the sterling just lays. So pretty. We got these two here. Yeah, the day will come when I do that and it's not sterling. And I'm gonna be like, oh man. Yeah. Okay, did you guys sing Jingle Bells? Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Okay. Okie-dokie. So, the post was on this side, the bezel, the bezel set. Sterling was on the other. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. That's 18 karat acid is what that is. And it is a good tester for sterling. I used to use the sterling, which would make a red dot that looked like a little blood spot. And I loved it. I didn't really know the option of the other. You know what I mean? I really didn't know to use 18K. And so hold on here. I saw a lot of girls and guys using it, so I kind of like it better. It's almost it's instantaneous. It's like it's foolproof, but so is the red. The red is a little messier, so we're gonna do it this way. Okay, we have a Claudia with an actual emerald, and this is an Avon ring. Had a little tiny emerald in it. It's gorgeous. Okay. This is actually an 8.5, almost an 8 3/4. Yeah, it's really pretty. And it does say Avon. It actually says 95. It says Envy and it's size 8. So, as you all know, sterling stretches somewhat. And then, I never know about, are some mandrels different than others? Because this says 8.5, okay? But, there we go. It's really, really pretty. It's a real pretty sterling silver. So I think on the rings, I think we're going to go ahead and do the 22 again. Just across the board for a while. That kind of helps me out. Now this is a 3-stone ring. I guess it's for the past, present, and future. This does have 2 tiny little stones missing, and I just think that's just crap. I don't know if you can see it, but these CZs are absolutely gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? Turn on to the black here. It looks real. This is like about a carat, probably a carat and a half. CZ. It hasn't been cleaned. If this was cleaned, it'd be just shiny as could be. This is right about 7 1/4. This says 925 is all it says, guys. But I mean, it's gorgeous. It's prong set. The actual little tiny stones that are missing on this side, you just don't even, it's just not even noticeable. Because when I put it like that, you can't tell. As a matter of fact, I didn't know until I looped it. So it's worth it. I mean, it's it got a beautiful girdle. It sits up high, like a little crown setting almost. It's beautiful. Okay, so we're just going to do 22 across the board. And I'm just shocked at some of the prices I'm seeing on these sterling rings. So I know I have good prices because, yeah, I checked them out the other day. Okay, these are beautiful. We have 4 low marcasites, and then we have a yellow stone, a red stone, a light blue, a pink, and a purple. So these could all be real stones, or they could be faux stones, which would be maybe a CZ, colored CZ. I just really don't know, but it's got a beautiful setting. Nice, heavy. This has got a bunch of different, this could be a mother's ring, I'm not sure. We've got the 4 marcasites. Then it would be ruby for July, purple for February. I think that's a pink. Yeah, I don't know what pink is. Yellow and then blue. But it is gorgeous. It's very nice and thick. I don't know what this says. I don't remember. Hold on here. See if it says anything. 925. And I don't see anything else. Yep, that's all I see on it. So we will do 22 on this beauty. It's gorgeous. Okay, now next is a very different ring. It does say 925. And I think that is it. I thought this had a cartouche on it, but I don't see it now. Okay, this is a little misshapen, but not much. This is the back of it here. And then the front. I'm not sure what kind of lettering this is, but it's a heavy piece of sterling. It is like etched. The darkness, you know, is etched on here. This can be maneuvered, if you know what I mean, to be a little bigger, a little smaller. It could be straightened out. I don't have my heavy mandrel with me. I just have this plastic one. I can't, yeah, I've done what I can. So this is actually a size 9 1/4, maybe closer to 9 1/2. Yeah, it's right at 9 1/2, and I'll show you the, and that's how far it's open. So I could actually wear it on this finger here, or I could wear it, if I close it up, which is easy to do, it would fit that finger there. Isn't that amazing? So this is pretty. This is reminiscent of, you know, the sage rings. You can open and shut them. It's just so cool. So we're going to put 22 on that one. Looks Arabic to me. I don't know. I just have no idea. It's like, don't get me to lying, because I try not to lie. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and do the rings since they're all one price. Might as well do them all together. This one's a newer one, and it's pretty. And it says, what? says something. C-I-D-I-O-X. Yeah. C-I-D-I-O-X. I think is what that is. Or an N. I got some crappy crap right there. Hold on. C-I-D-I-O-K. I-O-N-I-O-X. Something like that, but it's got a mark. Let's see what else it says. Cidio. C-I-D-I-O. And then it's marked again here. Wow. It's pretty. I just was thinking. C-I-D-I-O-X. Okay, so I've tested this. It's sterling. Isn't this beautiful? It's like a halo, a squared off halo, and it's got the crystals there. Make sure they're there. I don't see any missing. And this beautiful pink stone in the center, which could be glass. It's very pretty. It is open on the inside. The girdle is beautiful. Look at that. It's open on the inside. Let all that beautiful light in. And it is a size. It is right at a 7. That's another thing you see right here. If you loop it and you see any of kind of a coppery color coming through, it's probably plated, but this is not, of course. This is sterling. Okay. And what did we say that size? Right at 7? Yeah, it's right at a 7. So those are all 22. Then we have the ring I showed the other day, and it's newer. It has CZs and a center stone that is a little emerald. I don't know, lab created or not. It's very pretty. And this one says, it's almost like a little cluster. It's really cute. 925. And then it says, I don't know what this says. Hold on here. NV. So this might be, I don't know. This could be an Avon ring also. I just don't know. Isn't it pretty? It looks brand new, but I think it's rhodium plated. Keeps them nice and shiny. Okay, isn't that beautiful? I think it looks like a snowflake. That's what I think. Okay. So there is that one. And then, oh, this is so cute. This is sterling and a light blue cat's eye, and it is dark. This says NP. I have no idea. I think this is an older ring. Don't know. That's all this says. It is definitely been tested, guys. This is cute as a button. Look at this. Oh, love it. It is little. It might have to be a pinky ring. I mean, it fits my finger. But it might have to be a pinky or a knuckle ring for somebody else. It is actually right at its, no, this is bigger. This is 7. Got a nice thicker band on it. It's nice. It's kind of a little bezel set, little cat's eye. Very pretty. Nice and vintage and pretty. Isn't that cute? Okay, so we're done with the rings for now. Next, I've got a couple more of these beautiful older. These are kind of an older grouping, but they're gorgeous. Now this is marcasite with mother of pearl up under it in a just beautiful little, almost like a half locket. It's tiny. This is the back of the mother of pearl, so you know it's real. Then we have the front. We have the marcasite and the little bell has marcasite. Isn't that cute? So that's the mother of pearl in the background. It's all sterling. It's older. Then you have an older box chain that is tarnished. Spring ring clasp with your Italian 925 clasp and chain. It's a nice size. It is right at 18 inches. And like I said, I think it is a bit older. And this should not be immersed. I think you could maybe take a Q-tip with a tiny bit of silver cleaner, but I would not get it on the marcasites. That would be awful. So this piece here, I'm going to put 23 on it. Don't you love my numbers? My numbers are just all over the place, aren't they? Now, we have another piece here that I wish I knew how to fix, but it is absolutely gorgeous. It has a older box chain also. It is tarnished big time. This thing would be so pretty. Then we have the marcasites, and we have the glass pendant, and the glass pendant does have a scratch right in there. But as you can see, when it's against you or clothing, let me show you, it's very hard to see it. You know what I mean? Unless you're really looking for it. When it's against your skin, it's hard to see also. But yes, it does have a boo-boo right there. See? But it is absolutely gorgeous, and I think people are just kind of not even considering it because of the mistake. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they were testing the glass for stone, but we know back in the day these are most likely glass. Some of them are even plastic. This is glass. The marcasites are in fabulous condition. I wouldn't even clean this. I would clean the chain a little bit. See, you can tell from the back. And this is, I think this is Boaster. No, is this Boaster? No, this is Germany. Not East or West, it's just Germany. So I think that tells you a story within itself. Okay? That means it is what? Newer or older? This is a test. If it just says Germany, I think it's quite old, guys. Okay? So I'm going to put 30 on it, even with the flaw. If nobody buys it, I'll try to figure out something. I don't know if it can be buffed. I don't know. But it's gorgeous. Okay, moving right along. We have some pearl earrings here. Let's move these over. Okay. These are gorgeous. These are little colored pearls, and they are like little Baroque. They look like something you'd eat at breakfast time. Some little flakes. What is that cereal? It's not Trix. Is it Trix? Yeah, they have all the colors. Yeah, these are beautiful. They're cold. They're pastel colors. I did not see a marking on the hook, which would have been nice. It would have told us who made these, of course. I just think they're darling. Sterling hook, chain, beautiful little pearls. Let's do 8 on these. Aren't they pretty? Okay, next we have a pair that are actually real pearls also. I think these are these marked? I'm not sure about the marking, but these are just little dangles. They're very, very cute. They are $9.25. They are a beautiful white, shiny white color. These are real, and I'm going to put 6 on these. Then I have 2 pairs that, as far as I can tell, are not real. When you rub them together, they're just soft as can be. Okay, but they're sterling. Let me check these real quick. Now these are on sterling also, but they are not real pearls. Look at the color though. These are gorgeous. They're a tangerine orange. I don't think these are marked. Just S925. That's all it says. I was thinking these were, no, they would not be. Don't know where these would come from. Okay, so we have the S925 there. These hooks are 925. I don't see anything written. But they have that cute little, you can tell they're tarnished. That little heart at the bottom is tarnished. Right there. Okay, these 2 are faux pearls, but they're sterling in them. I'm going to sell these 2 together for $8. Okay. Alrighty. Since we're on kind of circular objects, this is sterling and hematite. These are cute. They're nice and sturdy. The sterling is definitely tarnished. You could clean it up and it would be just shiny as could be. I do not see a mark. These have been tested. I've shown these before. I also have a pair that have like rings that go up. It's like wire wrapped. But this is solid sterling with the hematite. These are magnetic hematite, which means what? If it's magnetic, it's probably man-made. Stop it. This does not stick. Okay, so let's put $6 on those. Okay, we have 6-prong. I think these are 6-prong. 1, 2, no, yeah, they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sterling. They have the backs. CZs. Like a little flower. So cute. Lay down. Yeah, these are cute. These are approximately, these look like about a carat. About the same. As a matter of fact, these would go very well with this. They're about the same size. Stone. Yeah, these would be a great addition to this earring. This, I tell you what, I will put these together for $30. That was $22. No, let's put this together for, yeah, 30. That'd be perfect. Let's set them over here together. Show you the backs. That's pretty. So we got a little set now. They are 30. Okay, let's move these. So I have room in front. Put the Larimar there. Now that Larimar was so cool to get. I was just over the moon. That was really fun. They're just so big they keep rolling over like a turtle. Okay. These are they are not sterling, guys. They are marked stainless steel. I don't know why they were in a sterling lot, but they are cute as a button. This is very silvery. It's not white. It's super silver. And I'm going to sell these for $4. They are brand spanking new. And they say right there on this, stainless steel. I don't know. Like I said, some people just don't pay attention. Okay? And those are right a little over an inch. And they are cute as a button. Those are $4. Love them. And it spins. So cute. Okay. We have a couple of absolutely darling. I just saw the back. Where'd it go? Oh, come on. I just saw it. I'll get it again. I'll get another one. Hold on here. These are spectacular. I'm almost done, guys, believe it or not. These have a micro mosaic picture on them with turquoise, what I think is turquoise inlay. Looks like a little onyx, maybe some lapis, a little bit of red coral. These are only marked on this side, this one. The other one is not marked. This says Sterling, and then I see a D-O-N-A. I don't know what it is, but I will show you one up close, and he is cuter than a button. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I just love him. Isn't that sweet? Look at that. Ta-da! Here's the other one. I'll show you the back here in just a second. Here we go. And it's on one side, not the other. There's nothing on here. The backs around here might have fallen on the floor. These are approximately 3/4 of an inch. These are obviously some type of a little deity or something. I don't know, it's just too cute. Isn't that cute? These are neat. These are micro mosaic. These are marked sterling. I think I'm going to put 30 on these just because they are just so cool. I'll set them out like that. Here's the Larimar. Okay. Let's get this big one out of the way real quick. Okay, we have a beautiful set here. It is, hold on here. I is looking. It is a beautiful, it's marked 925, right in the middle of one of these. Probably this one. I just wanted to see if I could find, yeah, there it is. It's marked 925, and then $9.25 right there in the center of the little spoke of this. This is palm trees. Of course, I have it upside down. This thing is absolutely beautiful. I'll give you a link here real quick. It is a beautiful toggle. We have 7.5, and then we have a little bit over an 8. It is in fabulous condition. And along with this piece, and it is marked, let me see where it's marked, guys. It's hard to tell on this one because you can't tell which is front and which is back. It's somewhere. Oh, poo. I know the chain is marked. I don't see. I know it's somewhere on here. I know it is because I saw it. But anyway, I saw it. Okay. Anyway, I'll show it to you. It is this beautiful. I'll just show it to you up close first. This is the medallion that goes with it. And it's on a beautiful Figaro sterling chain in that light silver tone that matches. It's just perfect. I mean, it's so pretty. It is 24 inches. It is a heavier piece. It is spectacular. I have a feeling it's probably, I don't know, might be Asian inspired. It's just beautiful. We have the Figaro here with a nice lobster. And it is marked $9.25. Let me see if there's anything else on this. No. I don't see anything else. This could be shined up even more, I do believe. Okay, so we have 24 inch. We have this. We have this heavy bracelet. That is just gorgeous. And this is $70. It is beautiful. Just beautiful. Guys, we're almost done. Okay, we are into the 1 hour. Okay, I have a piece here. I'm just going to show you. It's a little medallion. It is marked $9.25 in the center on the back. Isn't that cute? Right there on the center. It's about the size of a coin. It's a little under an inch. And that is 12. I'm going to set him right there. It's just really cute. Okay, we have butterfly earrings that are kind of pave set crystals or CZs in these. These are 15. These have really pretty backs on them. Let's see. Are they marked? These are pretty. This is why it takes so long to do sterling. It's because I like to read about it, tell you about it. Okay. It's kind of a 3D effect. That's the other one. I'll set that there so you can see the back. That's the back. These are 15. They are darling. These will come on a card. And most likely in a box because I don't want them to get smushed. Okay, we have... I'm going to go a little longer on this, but I'd like to get it done. We have, these are marked $9.25. Let me show you the inside. I got this pretty little pattern. And let me show you. It's marked $9.25 right under the post. There. These are so pretty. These are inlay sterling with what I think is probably mother of pearl and maybe even enamel. I'll pull it back a little bit over here. Not pretty. So we've got a purple, a gold, and a red. And then when you have the mother of pearl, the little square, I'll put that right there, and I'll get the other one. It is also marked. Just beautiful. Aren't those beautiful colors? And these are about 1/4 inch. And I'll put the silicone backs on those, and we'll do 15. Okay, we've got the pendant here. It is jade and sterling. It is approximately 1.5 inches with the bell. It's almost 2 inches. This is larger than some of the other ones I've had. It is definitely jade. Jadeite, jade. It's a light green. It is a beauty. And it is 25. Okay, we're moving right along. We've got some lever backs that are hearts. Probably a CZ or a crystal lever backs. These are older. Aren't those pretty? The little lever back hearts. I'm going to set these right here. That one is open. They just need cleaned. I haven't cleaned them. They're really sweet. I love lever backs because you don't lose them. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so we'll put 14 on the lever backs. Then we've got some more Huggies, guys. I love these. These are Huggies. They have little crystals. CZs probably. Those darling. And what they do is they go in your ear with this little piece right there. And all you do is shut them. You hear that click? They are on. And they're small, but they're very, very pretty. Look how small they are. But yeah, they look really nice on. Very pretty. So we'll do, and there's solid sterling, except for the crystals. Let's do 14 on the Huggies. Okay, we have a rose here with a little stone, which probably is a CZ. This is marked 925 NV. I do not remember Avon having a piece like this. I know a lot of Avon pieces, but this is gorgeous. I'm looking at the stone, guys. I don't know what that stone is. So here it is. It's gorgeous. It's marked 925 NV on the back, right there. Isn't it pretty? It is on a darker box chain. It just needs cleaned if you like that. Okay, it is approximately a little over 18 inches. Where'd you go? There you are. So cute. Okay, so we'll put 20 on this. It's a nice piece. It's a little heavier. It's not lightweight. It's very pretty. So we got 20 on the Avon rose. Okay. We still have these little cactuses, and they are so cute. So here are the cactuses. There's one. There's the other one, kind of upside down. There's sterling. Little studs. And I'm going to put $8 on those, and they have sterling backs on them. They are just too cute. I have this little tree of life. And it's just, I'm not sure what this coating is. I think it's probably plastic of some kind. And it's just pretty. It needs to be put on a sterling chain. Show it to you. Isn't that nice? It's about the size of a, I would say a dime. Or no, probably a nickel. And it is pretty. And on the back, it's kind of like see-through. Yeah, you can see through it. It's really cool. So I'm going to put $8 on that. We're getting there, we're getting there. I have a double trouble. I have these two little resin necklaces, pendants. Pull these over. They are the little boxed. They are sterling. This is marked 925. It is just so cute. Then we have the rounded one. And it is marked also. And these are resin. And I'll go ahead and put the blue light on them. That's cool. Okay. And then you have a lobster claw here. That's why I kept them on this. And I said, I'll just put them all together. This one is actually marked right here. It just says 925. It doesn't say anything. And I think these are a little bit older. This bell. I think it says it right here. Yes. And the 925 is right there. So you've got two necklaces for this. And I'm going to put 16 on that. Okay. We have 3 crosses. There's pink. Little rhinestones. Here is a beautiful kind of a filigree with a clear stone. And then we have the kind of like a 2D etched stone. Etched cross. Put them up here so you can see them better. They're just gorgeous. This one is very reflective. I'll show you that one first. Isn't that pretty? That is sterling on the back, I think. Hold on here. Yep, it says sterling on the back. And this is the front. Very, very pretty. And it catches the light. Kind of electroplate, electro, whatever they call that. Very pretty. So there's that one. And then there's this one. It's so sweet. And it is marked on the back. 925. And it has a little marking there. I'll grab it by the bail. Not pretty. Okay, that's the second one. You can see they're both about an inch. And this third one is also. Let's see if this one's marked. I don't see a mark on this one. It could have been marked through the chain, and there is no chain on it now. It's definitely sterling. Definitely sterling. It's just gorgeous. So I will do $8 a piece on these pendants. Okay, right at an inch. Okay, I have a couple of herringbones, and they're in their natural state of tarnishment. And then we have this one that is very tarnished. This one is a bit thicker. This one is very thin. Flat. I'm sorry. It's not thin, it's flat. This has a little more thickness. This one is a little bit thinner. These will shine up white as white can be. Then we have this one, which has the V notch here. Yeah, these are neat. Herringbones are coming back in. These just need to be cleaned up carefully. This is 18 inches on the V. This one here is very nice. And it is 18 inches also. And this one is a little darker, little lighter. It is 17 inches. So each one of these is 15. Okay? They're really nice though. And this, I love this one. It's in great shape for probably what all it's been through. This is just a pretty little, sorry about that. This is all sterling, even the little doodads. It has that cool little clasp that I just think is so cute. Just like a safety chain on a bracelet. This has beautiful little, kind of like Millefiore beads that have little, I don't know. It's like they have little flowers there. Very cute. Nice green. This is pretty. This is approximately 16 inches, and I'm going to put 12 on it. I've had it for a while. Okay, we are coming to the end, and what I think are some very beautiful, beautiful earrings. These are not marked. These have been tested. We're going again with just one of them marked. It's $9.50. We all know what that means, correct? $9.50 instead of $9.25. It just has more sterling in it. As far as mixtures of metals, you have 950 parts per 1,000 of sterling. Just makes it more, have more sterling in it. Sorry, I'm fixing this post. Okay, is that right? Hold on here, guys. Okay, so I fixed the post because it was just a little crooked, which happens because they're not putting these things in boxes. They're just putting them in with the group. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Up close and personal, we have $9.50 sterling and coral. These are absolutely gorgeous. That is the back. This is the one that is not marked. I'll put him there. This is the one that is marked, and it's marked $9.50. I hope you can see it. It's marked $9.50. Okay, these are beautiful. I will try to find some sterling backs. Like I said, mine did not come in the mail. I probably won't get them replaced till next week, but I will definitely put the silicone ones on there, and they work fine. Okay, so these are coral and $9.50 sterling, and these are $45. Okay, and last but not least, oh my goodness, we have some beauties here, and I do mean beauties. Okay, we have $9.25 on the mark. These have some original backs on them. They're very nice. I was looking for a maker's mark and couldn't find one. It says $9.25. These are flippin' gorgeous. These look a little bit newer. They're marked $9.25 on the back of the top stone. They're also marked $9.25. Hold on here. I found something. Yes, I did. Gosh, we've done good, guys. We went through quite a bit of sterling. Okay, it says hold on. It says $9.25 QJ India. That's exactly what it says. $9.25 QJ India. And I have what I do believe is lapis and turquoise. If you can see, I'm trying to get you in the light. This has the gold going through it. These are beautiful. This is just beautiful. I was like, oh my goodness. They are marked 925 right here. And it says the 925 Q, I think it was QJ, wasn't it? India is on the post. This stone here is gorgeous. It is super cold. As I look at this stone, okay, it is beautiful. It is super blue. The lapis is gorgeous with the kind of copper infused running through it. It also has a clear stone. I'll show you up close. It has a clear stone right there, which even makes it prettier. Okay. And here's the other one. Let me lay that there. You can see how big these lapises are. Lapis Lazuli. Okay, and then we have, let me see here. Yeah. Okay. You can see the little line there, right here, that shows you that it is a stone, which I do believe it's turquoise. I don't think they would go through all this with the lapis and the sterling. But regardless of what, this would be considered turquoise anyway, even if it was howlite, which I don't think it is. I just don't. I'm up at 60 on these. They might not sell, but that's just the way it goes. They're beautiful. Look at them from the side view and from the back. Yeah, these are really, these are spectacular. So, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. We're at 1 hour and 22 minutes. So, this is one of my longer ones. It's going to take a while to upload, and I need to get to bed. And we will definitely see you guys tomorrow. This does not have to be a buy it now. This can actually be invoiced and paid Friday. So hopefully you guys aren't skipping through so much that you didn't hear that. I'll try to put it in the description. And I'll put on the title, buy it now, and then I'll put on Friday. How's that sound? Part 2 on Friday. Alrighty? Alright, you guys. Get some rest. We'll see you. It's going to be a long week. A busy week, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So stay well, stay blessed, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much.